Okay, so now that you have taken most of your footage, your pictures, your audio files, your graphics, your video files, whatever you want, once they are all in here in your project window, you are going to look at them. There's a lot there, and they need to be a little bit organized. So what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to this key called the tilde key. The tilde key is on the far left-hand side of your keyboard. It's right above the tab, right underneath the escape key. It looks like a little squiggle. All right, so you're going to press that key. Now remember, whenever we have a window selected, we have the yellow-orange border around it, okay? So whichever window you select and you press that tilde key, it's going to make it big, okay? So I'm pressing the tilde key to make it big, pressing the tilde key to make it little. All right, so focus in on there, press that tilde key to make it big. Now we can see all of our files nice and clear in front of us. It's not smushed into a tiny little window. Okay, so here you can create your new bins, your files. All right, like we talked before, that's at the very bottom here, creating your new bin. But I've already created my new bins before by double clicking in that area there, and or right clicking, sorry, not double clicking. So we have these two files here and they're all organized. Now if I want to see what these files are, I can click once on them and I actually get the picture of them up here so I know what they're called. Okay. Now for some reason I can't seem to focus on any of these long enough to change the name, but on your computers you may be able to do that better. You'll see when I click on it, it kind of goes blue for a second. Yours should be able to go blue and you should be able to change the name on there. I'm going to try right clicking and see if I get anything. Doesn't seem to be working here. So like I said, you can try that out and see how that works for you. If you do rename these, they will help you knowing which scene you're in so that you can search for them later on. Okay, so this is a good way of just organizing and cleaning up. It doesn't seem so important right now, but it's actually really important for when we do get into larger works where we're filming and we have many clips that we're working with, and when you're bringing in different media like maybe like animations, cartoons, that kind of thing. Alright, so I'm going to press the tilde key to again get out of there. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to do a rough cut. So we don't have any images in our timeline right now. It's just sitting empty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roughly put together the videos that I want to have to go in a certain order. So right now, over here, you see that we're in list view. Right? I'm going to go over here directly to the right into icon view and click that. Now I have something like a storyboard. I'm going to double click video and get a new video window here. So I have these different clips here, so I can click and drag these clips and move them around in different orders. Okay, if you have a lot of order, then this is probably a little bit more important, but this is good to be able to do. So I'm going to move these guys around into this order here and make them better. Start with a little smiling puppy and then some playing, running, and then at the cottage at the very end. Okay, when I've done that, I'm going to press shift and click the first and click the last. I'll try that again. Click the first one, press shift, and click the last, and that will select all four of them. You can also press control and then click all the ones you want to control, what you want to click, but it's easier if you just do click with shift. Okay, so now that you have all of these collected, you're going to go down into this little button here. It says automate the sequence. So what this is going to do is it's going to put them all in one nice long sequence line. Okay, so I'm going to press that button, and remember we have all of these selected. So press that button there, automate the sequence. I'm going to get this dialog box on. It's going to give me some different options. The most important here is that there's going to be an overlay with the clips, which I do want. If you don't want an overlay, you can change this to 0. You can choose whether you do frames or seconds. I'm going to stick with seconds. I'm going to do 2-second overlay, And the overlap, I'm going to do it with the audio and the video. Right? So if I don't want those overlapping at all, if I want it to go right from the end of the clip to the next clip, and the sound to stop and the sound to start, then I wouldn't click these, I would unclick them. But I do want that nice soft overlap, so I'm going to keep that. I say okay. So you'll notice they've all been put right down into my timeline with the corresponding audio as well. So I'll close this here and press spacebar, close. It's trying really hard. Okay. Alright, and then we'll go down onto timeline, click play, and if you're watching up here, you can see how it goes. It's going to gently transition into the next because they've added their own transitions. Okay, so it also transitions the sound as well, and that does it all for you. Okay, so press the space bar. I'm going to try closing this again. Oh heavens, there we go. Alright, so that's how you do a rough